Economists have a message that they want Congress to hear loudly and clearly. And that message is go big and stay big. Now, those are the literal words used by these economists from the Economic Policy Institute when this week they sent a memo to Congress on Tuesday that said you've got to do at least a $3 trillion stimulus package for the American public. If you want to stave off a depression that at this point, folks, is really right around the corner. If you want to hold that off, if you want to prevent it, go big and stay big. And that means putting cash in the hands of the American public, not handing out more welfare to massively wealthy corporations who mismanage their own money. Give money to mom and pop businesses. Give them loans that can easily be forgiven so they can keep their doors open. Right now, billionaires and massive corporations are actually doing better than ever. They have increased their wealth by tens of billions of dollars during this pandemic. And part of the reason is because they're the ones who can afford to do things like curbside takeaway. They can employ the number of people necessary to wipe down their stores and run big commercials about how safe they are. And they can do home delivery because they have the staff and the means to do it. They can do overnight delivery. They can do all of these things that average mom and pop businesses simply are incapable of doing. So mom and pop close their doors. Walmart stays open. Amazon's doing better than ever. And these economists are warning, they're telling us, they've been telling us, this isn't sustainable. Not only that, that's just, the business side. We've got to protect the small businesses, the local businesses, the homegrown businesses. And on the other side, you've got a looming eviction crisis that's about to get worse 1 month from now. Same thing with the unemployment crisis, because that extra $400 a week they're getting, that expires day after Christmas. The day after Christmas, it's gone. We have to do something to help people, or else we are going to see an eviction crisis. Do you know what's going to follow an eviction crisis in a couple of months? Housing market collapse. Because suddenly you have more available spaces than you have people who can afford them. Flip, flop, market flop. That's what happens. So all these real estate developers, the people who love to buy and flip houses as well, suddenly they're going to be in a cash crunch. And they're going to go down. They're going to go under. Massive banks going to start foreclosing on houses because people defaulted on mortgages. But that means they could lose a lot of money. Unless, of course, they did like they did back in the day and they actually took out insurance to make sure that they would get paid no matter what, which they're not supposed to do, but they bet against themselves and they won. Either way, these crises are like dominoes. One falls and so on and so forth. So you have this big long trail of economic disasters that could have been prevented if you'd have put cash in the people's hands to begin with. That's all they need. They need to be able to get by during these months when they're told, please don't go out and about. Please avoid gatherings. Please work from home. That's what they need. If we had done that in the beginning, we probably wouldn't be in as bad a situation as we are today. But Mitch McConnell insisted $1,200 a one-time check back in April was good enough for everybody. And that's what we got. Other countries have been paying their people the entire time. And they're doing far better than we are. And now, because we have let the economic crisis get so bad, economists are telling us $3 trillion. That's what you got to do, or else things are going to get worse than any of us can even imagine.